After a 2-year decline, drug overdose deaths in Stark County are once again on the rise, and it's being fueled by opioids. The latest numbers from the Stark County Coroner's Office show 84 overdose deaths from the beginning of this year until November, 56 related to opioids. One of those reasons for the rise is an unusual increase in overdoses among African Americans.
Yeah, so the group is now turning to local pastors to help. Here's News 5's Tanisha Cordell with more.
The Light in Christ Church isn't just a place of worship.
This is where we do the magic back here.
It also serves as a community drop-in center,
Chicken wing and fish.
feeding and providing shelter to those in need.
The people are very receptive to what we're doing.
Pastor Raphael Cox says through servicing his community,
A lot of times they don't really want to just come out and admit what it is.
he's met with people who need help.
It's heartbreaking that by the time you realize the depth of it, a lot of times it's too late.
And it's often due to drug addiction and opioid overdoses.
We've lost so many young people, so many people. There's the article.
It's why Pastor Cox is joining other local pastors and community leaders like Walter Moss
Our community cares about you.
to help with a proactive solution,
This is heartbeats and breaths.
distributing Narcan.
We say come as you are, and so we want people to know that. We're just not saying that, but we want to help you on this side before we have to view someone at the funeral home in a casket.
So far, 5 churches throughout Stark County have already signed on with Canton City Public Health to complete a day of training and distribute Narcan. They'll all start off with about 20 to 25 Narcan kits and receive $10 for each one they give out. Amanda Archer with Canton City Public Health says its goal is to distribute an additional 1,250 Narcan kits to the community by the end of September next year, targeting opioid survivors, the homeless, and African Americans.
Culturally, African Americans are more likely to reach out to their pastors or to their church than they are, to reach into a treatment center.
In 2017, Archer says unintentional opioid overdose deaths went up in Stark County, and a majority of the victims were white. Now she says more African Americans are dying because of overdoses, and it's not clear why.
What we don't know is if African Americans are using opiates at a higher rate now. We don't know if the drug supply is tainted with other opiates, which is putting, maybe a non-opiate user at risk.
But
So we feel very obligated and to make sure that the African American community knows about Narcan, that they can access it easily.
in Canton, Tanisha Cordell, News 5.